Hello everyone, welcome back to GK Today. I'm Palak Khandelwal. In this video, we will discuss the top MCQ on business, finance and economy current affairs of 11th of January 2022. This series is for all banking exam aspirants. So now, question number 1. According to the RBI's framework for small value offline payment transaction conducted in digital mode, the upper limit for offline payment is what? And the total limit for payment instrument is rupees 2000. So the correct answer of this question is option C, that is rupees 200. So recently the Reserve Bank of India has released a framework for small value offline payment transaction which take place in digital mode. Offline payment can be performed using any channel or device like cards, wallet or mobile phone, but must be made in proximity or in face-to-face mode. Apart from that, offline digital payment are those payments that do not require internet or telecom connectivity. The upper limit of offline payment transaction was fixed at rupees 200 and the total limit on the payment instrument is rupees 2000. Do remember, there will be not to be any requirement for additional factors of authentication. The alert by SMS or email will be received by the customers. Okay, so now question number 2. Which company collaborated with Hughes Communication India Private Limited to provide satellite broadband service in India? So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is Bharti Airtel. So recently, Bharti Airtel Limited has partnered with Hughes Communication India Private Limited. The Hughes Communication India Private Limited is the subsidiary of Hughes Network System. They have partnered to offer satellite broadband service in India. Apart from that, under this joint venture, Hughes Communication India Private Limited will hold 67% stake and Bharti Airtel will hold 33% of stake. Under the partnership, the Hughes Communication India Private Limited will combine the very small aperture terminal business of both the companies. They will offer flexible and scalable enterprise networking solution to the government office, enterprise dealing in banking, aeronautics, educational, maritime mobility sector, SMEs and also telecommunication industry using satellite connectivity. Do remember, the headquarters of Hughes Communication India Private Limited situated in Gurugram in Haryana and the Bharti Airtel headquarters situated in New Delhi. Okay, so now question number 3. Which bank was recently given scheduled bank status under the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934? So the correct answer of this question is option B, that is Airtel Payment Bank. So recently, the Reserve Bank of India has granted scheduled banks to the Airtel Payment Bank. The status is given in the second schedule of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Apart from that, it has become fourth payment bank to receive this status. It will able to perform business opportunity with central and state government. Do remember, it can also participate in primary auction and in government welfare scheme. Okay, now let's talk about some important takeaways for all competitive exam. The headquarters of Airtel Payment Bank situated in New Delhi. Now tell me, who is the MD and CEO of Airtel Payment Bank? Please write your answer in the comment section. Now question number 4. Who was appointed by the US Chambers of Commerce as a president of the US India Business Council? So the correct answer of this question is option A, that is Atul Kashyap. So recently, Atul Kashyap, he was appointed as a president of the US India Business Council by the US Chamber of Commerce. He has replaced Nisha Desai Biswal. Apart from that, Deepak Kumar and Ajay Kumar, they were appointed as a new executive directors of the Reserve Bank of India. Okay. Do you remember Shefali Verma? She is an Indian woman cricketer player and was appointed as a brand endorser by the Bank of Baroda. The headquarters of Bank of Baroda situated in Baroda in Gujarat. Okay, so now question number 5. Recently, on which payment system operators Reserve Bank of India has cancelled the certificate of authorization for non-compliances with regulatory requirements under the Payment and Settlement System Act 2007. So the correct answer of this question is option D, that is both A and B. So basically, Reserve Bank of India has cancelled the certificate of authorization of two payment system operators, that is Muthook Vehicle and Asset Finance Limited and ACCO India Financial Service Private Limited, for non-compliances with the regulatory requirement under the Payment and Settlement System Act 2007. Apart from that, both Muthook Vehicle and Asset Finance Limited and ACCO India Financial Service Private Limited had the certificate of authorization issued by Reserve Bank of India for issuance and operation of prepaid payment instrument. Okay.
So that's it for today. I hope you liked this session. These were the important news and events for today which are related to the business, economics and financial sector. We meet again with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching and please do not forget to subscribe GK Today.